Hey guys, welcome to Starting Out Solitary. I'm your Thursday host Michelle, and this week's topic is changes along our path. My path has changed quite a bit since I first started out. When I first got into paganism and witchcraft, I was reading and studying and trying to learn and absorb as much as I possibly could and fit what I was learning in with what I actually believed in my heart. And I first started off studying Wicca, like most people do. A lot of people do. Maybe not all, but a lot of people start off with Wicca because it's so readily available, the information is abundant, and it just makes sense to start there and learn from there. So I studied Wicca and practiced it somewhat, but there were certain things within Wicca that didn't jive with my beliefs and didn't jive with, where I wanted to go with my spirituality. And one of the main things with Wicca is gods and goddesses, and I don't necessarily subscribe to the whole god and goddess thing, or lord and lady. I do believe, the energy of creation, source, God, whatever you want to call it. I do believe there are, male and female aspects to that, but I don't necessarily look at it as a god and a goddess. To me, that's just like looking at the Christian God, a head male figure. Instead, with Wicca, to me, it felt more like a head male and female figure, like two people. We know they're not real people or regular people; they're gods and goddesses. However, it just didn't jive with my beliefs. So, although I practiced it for a time, I started to try and explore more about different types of witchcraft, different systems of magic. For a while I was focusing more on the magical side versus the spiritual side. And my practice just changed and evolved so much over probably a 2 or 3 year time span that where I am now is where I feel most comfortable. Where I'm at now is centered around my beliefs, the beliefs I have in my heart, and the practices and things that I find most effective and that just resonate with me the most. For a while, after studying Wicca and trying to evolve that into something more for me, I'm like, okay, this is not Wicca, this is just something else. And so I started learning about and reading about chaos magic, and I really liked that, and that really jived with me. And I also started studying root work, southern, mountain magic, which also really resonates with me because just based on the stories I've been told about my grandparents and my grandmother's side of the family, I have an inkling that they may have been into that stuff. But I don't know if that's why I jive with it or not, but I'm really into, that kind of magic, although not the spiritual side, because it's a lot of it's based on, the Bible and Christianity. And so pretty much what I'm trying to say is I have picked and have chosen things from different systems and different spiritual paths to kind of form what I practice now. And what I like to call myself is a cosmic witch. It sounds a little weird, but I look to the cosmos for, answers and, energy. And the universe is a big place, and the energy of creation, in my opinion, is everywhere and within everything. So when I do magic, or when I do certain things like charging and stuff like that, I don't call in gods and goddesses. I don't call in angels or things like that. I call in the energy of the creation, the energy of the cosmos, celestial energies, and my my guides, my spirit guides, things like that, I don't use gods and goddesses. So it just fit with me based on my spiritual beliefs that, yes, I believe in a creator of sorts. I look at it as that energy that creates worlds, that's everywhere. It's in everything. You know, we're made up of that energy, and our thoughts mold that energy. So, to me, coining the term cosmic witch just made sense to me because I draw mostly upon the cosmos, the universe, the sun, moon, stars. I think that's why I've always really been drawn and connected to the moon, because I just feel more connected to those types of energies. So, you know, full moons are more of a big deal to me than the, you know, pagan sabbats. I celebrate the seasons, but I don't celebrate each sabbat, however you want to call it. I don't celebrate each of those exclusively because I just don't jive with them. I like to celebrate, you know, the changing of the seasons and the S-spots, obviously the full moons. I do like to do stuff on the new moon as well. So a lot of my practice centers around the moon and the moon cycles and things like that. So where I've evolved to now is where I'm most comfortable, is where I feel most at home. And when it comes to magic, because to me my spirituality and my magical workings are, while they intertwine, they're also separate. So the way I do magic is, it's like a melting pot of different things. I'll pull from all sorts of different systems of magic. Right now I'm learning about you know, traditional, like old school traditional witchcraft, and reading up on that. I mean, I've done some reading on it in the past, but right now I'm really diving into it, and I just finished another book on hoodoo and root work, and that was really, really awesome. So, yeah, my path has definitely changed, definitely evolved. At one point in between, when I first started practicing Wicca and deciding that I just don't have a name for what I do or what I believe, I pondered on druidism. I can never say that word right. I pondered that for a while, and I'm like, no, it's kind of, sort of, but no. So I've done a lot of searching and trying and trial and error, and that's, you know, if one thing doesn't jive with you, that's pretty much what you need to do, is just keep learning, keep reading, keep researching, and just find something that jives with you. And, you know, in my opinion, it's fine to pull from all different sorts of, you know, spiritualities and different systems of magic to make your own practice, to make your own spirituality. And that's what it's about. To me, it's very, very personal and very, very private. That's why I'm solitary, and I always will be. I won't ever be a part of a group. If I ever ran into a witch who had similar spiritual beliefs and practiced a similar system of magic, that might be fun. But, I mean, I wouldn't make it a point to practice exclusively with that person or with a group of people, even if they did share the same practices and beliefs as me. I just feel more comfortable communing with the divine and communing with the creator on a solitary basis. So that's my story on switching it up during my path and my journey, and who knows where I'm going to be in 5 years and what I'm going to be practicing. I'm leaving it up in the air. I'm just going to go with the flow and follow my heart and see where life takes me. So anyways, I hope you guys found this helpful, and thanks for watching. Blessed be.